For our last week, we're going to continue review because some of this stuff will be, on your final exam. We are talking about the 5 congruence theorems. So this is when things were exactly equal, right? Things are congruent, exactly the same. So here we can tell that this side is congruent to this side because of the hash marks, right? So this would be side, side, side congruency theorem. Over here I have 2 angles the same, and then the side that's not between them. So this would be angle, angle, side, versus look at how this one is. Here's 2 angles and a side, but see how the side is inside the 2 angles that are congruent? So we would do side, angle, side congruency. I'm sorry, angle, side, angle congruency. I think I said it wrong. Angle, side, angle. This one is a 2 sides and then the angle between them, so side, angle, side congruency. And again, I have 2 sides here, but notice this angle is not between them. And this would be, oh, what am I trying to do here? I remember I cannot have a bad word. When it's a bad word, it's when it's a right triangle hypotenuse leg congruency theorem. So just a reminder, no bad words, all right? And then this next section is when we have similarity conditions. So similarity conditions come when you have, let's say, 2 angles. Let's say this is 30 and this is 50. And if I have like a much bigger triangle, okay, obviously they're not congruent because they're different sides, but this is 30 and this is 50 degrees. So when you have 2 angles that are the same measurement, when you have 2 angles that are the same measurement, I can say that those 2 angles are similar. And what that means is that their sides are going to be in proportion. Okay, so let's talk about side, side, side. So let me just do something like this. How about I say this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle, and then this one is a 6, 8, 10 triangle. Now we're going to compare, I'll just give these right angles so we can see this, but I'm not going to worry about the angles. But you see how this side right here, this side matches up with a 6. So if I were to do little over big, okay, I get 3 over 6. That reduces to 1/2. What other sides do I have that match up? You see how this 4 matches up with this 8? If I set it up the same, 4 over 8 again reduces to 1/2. And then my last side that I have not marked, little over big, reduces to 1/2. So if all 3 sides have the same proportion, then you can say it's the side, side, side similarity theorem. But let's say I have 2 angles or 2 triangles like this. I'll say this is 85 degrees. And this is 85 degrees. So I have my angle the same. And let's say this is 6 and this is 18 and this one is 9 and this is 27. And I don't know this other side, but again, I can compare the 2 sides that match up, and I'm going to make a proportion. We do 6 over 18, which reduces to 1/3. Okay, and then I'm going to compare the other sides that match up, and we have 9 over 27, and that reduces to 1/3. Again, if my 2 sides have the same proportion, then they are similar. 2 sides and the angle between them has to be the same. So 2 sides and an angle. All right. So for this section, we're just going to be reviewing. And for this top one, you're looking for things to be the same. And so you're going to look and you're going to determine if there's one of those rules, one of those 5 rules at the top that I can say that these triangles are congruent. And then down here, we're going to look for things that are similar. So you only have 3 rules to look at, and if you have the sides, you have to compare the sides that match up and make sure they all have the same proportion. Right? That's your homework, page 14.